What's the best way to wrap up a conversation with someone who will not stop talking? Sorry to cut you off, but I actually gotta run. I'll talk to you later, and just walk away immediately. I had a classmate with autism, and when he felt like the conversation was finished, he would just walk away. Didn't matter if you were still talking directly to him. I have an immense amount of respect for that guy. Slap your knees and say "Welp." Continue the conversation, but start walking toward the door. They should follow you without, just escort him out the door, and voila. Do this all the time to contractors that come in my shop and have 1,000 stories. Suddenly gasp, yell "my soufflé," and dash out of the room. Point and act like there's something behind them, and when they look away, run as fast as you can. Sorry to cut you short, but you've got more talk than I've got time. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Move your index finger slowly to their mouth as you softly say, "Shush." You'll get all sorts of reactions. It's great. On the phone, I simply hang up and turn my phone off for 7 minutes. Later I say it died. I ran into an old friend at an outdoor market, who then proceeded to talk non-stop for the next 10 minutes. As we walked through the crowd, as we reached some other friend of his, and he finally turned away and started talking to them, I just turned around and walked away. I don't think he noticed. I don't know if it's still around, but there was an Android app at one time that would ring your phone in 10 or 30 seconds or something if you pressed the volume button a few times quickly. Even if the phone was asleep, reach into your pocket, adjust the volume, continue your conversation for a bit, then excuse yourself to take the phone call. Sorry, can I just stop you there? Then say nothing else. Frantically pick up your phone and say you're sorry you really have to go. I have to return some videotapes. Just state how you feel at the moment. Example 1: I'm hungry. Walk away. Example 2: I'm tired. Walk away. Example 3: I'm horny. Walk towards them. All of them should end the conversation promptly. This requires a certain amount of impoliteness. But then again, they're also very unpolite, by not stopping their convo. Like others already said, tell them you have to go. Turn and walk away. But something that I found most helpful is keep walking. Even if they keep talking to you. Maybe throw up a hand as a wave. But whatever you do, keep your back to them and keep walking away. Good luck. People like that are demon spawn istg. They're here to make life hell for others. Tell them, in very poor English, that you only speak Welsh. Knock him out. Gotta go bye. Then physically remove yourself or them from your presence. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Then change the subject or walk away. I'm sorry. I'm already late for another meeting appointment to meet someone something. This isn't even a lie. If you feel you need to extricate yourself, the person has made you late for you not losing your shit. This is how I end every conversation with my oldest sister, who says at least 5 times, "I should go and then doesn't. He sis. Someone is at the door. Talk to you later." Had a boss who would talk and talk in the morning if you got him started on something. Just had to nod and go yup now and then. Getting paid by the hour, so we never wanted him to stop. Don't wait for a break. There won't be one. You have to interrupt them. "I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to go." And wave as you walk away. You don't need their permission. You just do it. To get rid of unwanted suitors, female dragonflies drop out the sky and then pretend to be dead. So I suggest lying motionless on the ground. Put on headphones. The big, over-ear ones. Don't say anything. Just slowly put on your huge cans with an expressionless face. Say firmly, "I'd love to chat more, but I have things to do. Enjoy the rest of your day." Then walk away. "I have diarrhea, I have to go." Someone told me this one a long time ago. "Oh, sorry. I need to run. I gotta see a man about a horse." Slap your knees. If that doesn't work, slap their knees. Hold your breath until you faint. Blame it on them because it was all their fault. I'm on a deadline, no time to explain. You need multiple strategies. It's like chopping down a tree sometimes. One thing I watch myself on is the social need to say goodbye and wrap up. Like I have a tendency to say, "Great talking. Let's definitely catch up in a little bit," or "I gotta go. But if you have anything else to discuss, we can talk later." In both of those cases I should have cut off the second half after the bye because they leave a window for more conversation. Start cutting them off and talk about something you know a lot about. They'll get annoyed and walk away. Worst case I've ever had. I basically gave every verbal cue I knew of. Eventually stood up. Then stood in the doorway. Then backed out of the doorway. And this dude was still talking. In the end I just said I'll be back and closed the door on him mid-sentence. I have to return some videotapes. Fart loudly. Point over there, say, "I'm going over there now." Go over there. I have to go because my grandmother's on fire. I like to wave a friend over to get them involved in the conversation, then once they're doing the majority of the talking I just slowly slip away, smirk the old switcheroo. Say loudly anyway. Do you ever stop for air? Hold up your hand like so, raised back of hand. Say stop. Firmly and with authority. Walk away. Thank you for coming to my seminar. And cut, then walk away. Please stop talking. Just look behind them and say, "Listen, can you smell that?" Then walk away like you are looking for something. Say, "Oh, I gotta go," every 10 seconds till it becomes awkward and they leave. Loudly slap your knees as you stand up and give out almost a sigh of disappointment followed by a "Welp. I'd love to stay. But I've really ought to head home to the missus." Check your phone and then say, "Ah shit," and then run away. Let me go. When you know you are going to be talking to someone like this, set a timer on your phone and when it goes off, pretend it's a phone call. Feign death. I was stuck next to a chatty guy who talked pretty much non-stop on my last flight. It's hard to shut it down when you can't leave. Fall over and start foaming at the mouth. Ouch. Grab random part of my body. I'm so sorry. I need to take care of whatever this is. Leave. Let out a huge fart and say, "Sorry, my bowels are in distress," and jog away. Shoot off a cup. You start leaning to one side. If that is not enough of a cue, you start pointing. If that is not enough of a cue, you start saying, "Surgery, I am late for surgery, I am having my ears sewn shut." Rip Georgie. Every time I know someone is super talkative, I set a 10-minute alarm and wait for it to go off. When it does, I pick up my phone and say it's someone calling me.